You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
That's what's up.
I have severe OCD. It was at an angle. Sorry, it's bothering the shit out of my eyeballs.
All right, greetings, everybody. Greetings, all of our mentalians out there. All of our mentalians out there. Are you talking about our balls?
Sorry, sir.
Balls
deep.
You getting it all out, balls?
You like talking
Balls
about
deep.
balls.
All right, okay. I talk about
Got it.
peen.
Got it out.
Balls.
All right, greetings, all of our fellow mentalians out there. We are here. We are live in Los Angeles from the airways of LA Talk Radio. It is your number one LA Talk Radio show, The Mentality Show. Yes, we are here. Good to be here, right? Happy post-Thanksgiving.
That's it.
All right, it's 6 p.m. Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. Almost that time, 2020. Almost a new year, guys.
Almost.
Here it comes.
We're a
Be
year
ready.
older, and yeah, it's about to happen.
Don't
It's
look
about to
back.
happen.
Hey, you know, what's that movie, Blade Runner? So, like, in the 80s, it was set in the future, but as of, like, 2 weeks ago, it's actually in the past. Now, did you hear about that?
No.
The Blade Runner.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was set
set
for
for
2020?
November 25th, 2019.
Really?
In that movie
Kind
from
of like
the 80s.
Tron.
I never saw
Yeah.
that.
And
movie.
none of that shit ever happened, and here we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I never saw that movie, man. It's funny when you see these movies from the 60s depicting year 2000 and all that type of stuff, and there's flying airplanes and monkeys and shit
What is
like
that one?
Like,
Back to
the
Back to
no
OG,
black
yeah.
people.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is a classic.
Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
classic.
There were supposed to be these flying skateboards. And
Hey, but you know
I
what though?
remember-
They almost predicted that the Cubs were gonna win that year.
They did, yeah.
Yo, that
They
was
did.
That was crazy, right?
insane.
Or
they did predict it.
I
It was an
remember
actual-
Well, they
that.
predicted, but it was a prediction. But I think
It was
there was,
something was
1 year,
off.
1 year short.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
like, damn,
Close
that's
enough.
Close enough, right?
I
That's crazy.
remember when I was younger, they talked about people you were able to see somebody through the telephone. You were
Oh.
able to see, and I was like, how are they going to do that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now that shit's been around for 10 years now or more,
FaceTime.
like 15
Yo.
years. FaceTime.
And we-
Yeah, they was doing that on the Jetsons, right?
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
that's
the
right.
Jetsons, right,
In
exactly.
fucking 80s.
Sorry, D. That's not. This is not your era,
I
buddy.
wasn't alive yet.
Oh, I'll text you pictures
You're
later.
still in your daddy's. You're still in your daddy's nuts.
You know what? He wasn't even, he was in his grandfather's nuts, man. I don't even think his daddy was busting yet, man. So-
Damn, that's some old.
No,
nuts
I
to
think
be
so.
in.
Even in the Jetsons, what's ill is he has an Apple Watch.
Me.
He had a
George
watch that
Jetson.
he was
Yeah.
seeing
Yeah.
the people on, which is what we do now.
The one without the little hands. Remember that?
I used to be so cool
He'd
when
be like, Jane, blah, blah, blah.
I used to be so cool when Captain Kirk was like, 1685. I'm on the planet Ukron or whatever, and he would talk into his wrist. And now you can do that shit, man.
know.
Talking to
Yeah.
your wrist.
Dude,
Come
what
on,
about fucking Knight Rider, dude? He's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the same
Uh-huh.
fucking thing.
He talks to
Kit,
his
meet me around
car.
back.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
there the car went. To me
Now your
around
fucking
back.
car's driving. Now your car's drive by
Tesla
themselves.
does
Yeah, you have the technology in your car now, like Siri and CarPlay, and you can talk to your
can talk to your
car.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Knight Rider car today, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's,
No.
it's regular.
You gotta have a
regular
mullet.
looking-
You gotta have a mullet to drive one of those.
So anyway, we just kind of got off tangent there, but
I know, sorry.
So we're here in LA Talk Radio, number one talk show, and it is December 4th, 2019. Welcome and thank you for joining us, all of our mentalities out there, for our 87th show of the Mentality Show.
Right.
That's all right. Always the number is 818-570-5085. You want to write it down, take a picture of it, whatever you need to do. Remember that number because we got a lot to talk about today. Okay.
No doubt.
Today, whether it's through a breakup, divorce, or even death, how long does it actually take to get over losing someone special in your life, someone that you love, someone that you're close to? What's the grieving process like and all that stuff? You know, we're gonna talk about that today.
Sounds
We're gonna
deep.
discuss that. Balls deep. That's right. Today is gonna be a very deep
Sweaty
balls
balls.
deep show.
balls.
All right, but before we begin, today's show is brought to you by who's that, Tina?
Loyalty Auto Group. Hey, if you guys want to finance or lease a top-of-the-line vehicle for the most reasonable and least expensive price in the country, trust us, this is the place. Some for less than $1,000 down, conveniently located in Sherman Oaks, right off the 101. Can't miss it. Give them a call, 818-200-0333.
What's that IG?
Oh, yeah, check their IG at Loyalty Auto Group. And our other sponsors My favorite lawyers, I love them guys, Valorian and Manukian, professional injury lawyers with real results.
Yep.
A firm with justice, honor, and honesty. And they win 99% of their cases.
Say what? 99.
Yes.
Damn.
For a free consultation, call today, 747-444-4444.
Fofo. All right, there we go. Well, Tina, I got to email that to you, by the way. I don't know how to do it from here, but we're gonna work
All
that
right,
out.
Grandpa. Or Boomer. I call him Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
I'll talk to my millennial here, David. He'll work it out. So, if you're new to the Mentality Show,
Probably
okay,
one button, right?
or if you've never, I don't even know how to work a VCR yet. I'm still trying
What
to
is
catch up
that?
with VCR mode, man. Yeah, exactly. You know what a VCR is,
I
David?
used to watch that.
Oh, I have 8-track.
I'm not
8-track.
too young. I don't know what an 8-track is.
Yeah, 8-track.
Oh, shit.
I don't think I knew what an 8-track
You know
was.
what
Looks
tape
like a
is?
video game
Cassette tape?
or some shit.
Yeah, I know what a cassette tape is.
Bigger than that.
So we
That's
we
what
must
she
warn
said.
you. If you're new to the Mentality Show, or if you've never seen the show, we must warn you. The views and opinions expressed on this show, some listeners and viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. All right, let's get into it. All right, I'm your host, Delano. It's been a long week, but I miss you Mentalities out there. I miss my cohorts here, all my guys and my gals. So good to see y'all. This is family right here. You know, we didn't get a chance to see each other for Thanksgiving.
Nope.
But we're still family, okay?
Snowed in.
And I missed you guys.
Yeah,
So
it was
good to be
snowed
here. Good to be here. Got my man Vato V. What's up, buddy?
¿Qué mi raza? What's going on, everybody? Mucho gusto.
Ow!
What's a mirasa?
Mi raza.
Say it again.
Mi raza. Mucho
Mirasa?
gusto.
What's a mirasa?
That's my family.
Like my
people.
family?
Gente.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mirasa.
Okay.
Right.
What is what does that mean?
That's
You're about to die.
You're about to die.
They're going to take your scalp.
That's Indian boy.
Oh, that's Indian. That's right. That's Indian.
Spears coming.
Hey, shout out to Casey, man. He's watching the show. So what's up, Casey?
KC,
Say
what's up, my
to him.
man? I was just
Where
about to
is
introduce
Casey?
him.
He's out and
Casey's he's still
the world.
going through some Thanksgiving woes.
Oh.
He's in something. What is he in?
Yeah.
Or
Whoa.
someone. You
What's
know.
up,
always-
brother? Is he
he's
out
always
there?
here in
He
spirit.
find himself? Last time I checked, he didn't know where he was.
Yeah. Where in the world is Casey?
KC.
Where's
You can
Casey?
find Casey out there. Give us a call. 818-57. He's missing. He's missing. We're looking for him. So so we just introduced KC. I got my man Sexy.
What up?
Texy. What's up, buddy?
Taxi.
This is up.
Nice Bud Light. Got his Bud Light for all of our listening viewers out there. My man loves his Bud Lights. If you hear him burp,
Yes.
that's a Bud
Dilly
Light.
dilly.
Bud Light burp.
Dilly, dilly.
Dilly.
Dilly. Oh, I hate that fucking commercial.
Dilly.
Wait,
Dilly,
which commercial
dilly.
is that? What's
That dilly,
dilly,
dilly.
dilly? I haven't heard that.
It's
I don't
a
watch
beer
regular
chant that
TV.
white people use with beer. Dilly dilly. It's dumb. It's like it's so corny. It's
It means
white people.
It means
Okay.
nothing.
I love white people.
It's so corny.
We do
it's-
love white people,
It's so
but-
corny. It's dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
yeah.
Your pickle or mine?
Dumb. Speaking of that, got my man, the person you just heard with the dilly dilly stuff. He's speaking of white people. We
Speaking
got
of
our man
pickle.
Sculligan on the show. What's up, Scully? He hasn't
Come
been
on,
here for a
guys.
few weeks. How you feel, man?
Our token
feeling
white
pretty good.
boy.
I'm glad to be here. I'm so happy. I'm steaming up my own glasses.
Hey, man, those look good on you too. That's a good frame. man.
Thank
That's
you.
a
I
good look.
appreciate
Don't
it.
show him your glasses and want them.
Yeah. He Scully guy. He has like the most stylish glasses. I
Yeah.
just bought his last pair. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last time I tried to show you guys my short and curlies, everyone got upset. So I grew it out the top of my head.
it's good, man.
Wait, always got some shit to say. I thought that you kept the glasses that they give you at the firing range. That's what I thought those look like.
That's where I got the idea.
Oh, okay.
Prescription and everything.
So the firing range and Buddy Holly.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I can see it. I can see it. Maybe redhead Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna start calling you that on the show, man. We got a radio audience. They need to know what you look like.
Scully Holly.
Scully.
How was all that snow the other day?
It was fucking cold. You know what? I could go on all night, and I know we don't have all night, but when you're in a
I
place
can.
that you don't really want to fucking be to begin with, and you walk out the front door, and it's fucking cold, okay?
Fucking.
There's ice
Fucking-
on the ground everywhere, so it's like walking through a goddamn
Ooh.
freezer, dude. No one should live through that. You should be able to just go home. You go
Yes.
play in the snow, and then you turn around, get your ass out, and go home.
He had shrinkage.
Yes.
And shrink.
Yeah, I couldn't find my balls for 4 days.
They were frozen in his window.
Terrible. Sorry I brought that up.
Now, is that a normal occurrence or?
Well, I mean, in the
that's-
winter
that's
time,
typical.
I'm gonna have to admit, yeah, it is. You got to stay in the shower with it on hot for a good half hour to find those fuckers.
When a white boy goes fucking, that's
Yes.
cold. It's fucking
Where's
like when you.
where's my cock?
I always say with
Like
sisters,
that.
when you piss off a sister, she's like, "Fuck you." I don't give a fuck. You know that I'm used to that. But when you hear a white girl go, "Fuck you, motherfucker," you're like, "Whoa, what did I do?"
Damn.
You
What did I
used
do,
all the
Karen?
syllables. It was a hard R on that one right there. Anyway, okay. So I
it.
got my man. We call him the help here. Okay,
The boy.
he is our intern,
Man boy.
He is our resident millennial,
man boy.
man boy. Please welcome to the show. We have him on every once in a while, Mr. David.
Mr. David.
David,
David
welcome.
intern.
Wait, welcome.
the millennial.
He's kind of our
David,
guest
I
today.
like that name.
David the
Yeah.
millennial.
Yeah.
Mr. David, yes, the help. He's good. How you feeling, David? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. This weather got me kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Are you horny right now? When I was your age, I was always horny.
He's still horny all,
And
all
the
the time.
rain made it worse.
He's still David's age.
In his head, huh? He never grew up.
Oh man, I'm like Peter Pan, a horny Peter Pan.
I don't want to grow up.
Yep.
And I saved her for last. She's had a rough week, but she's here with us this week. And no matter what, she's always keeps her head on. She's the most beautiful person on the show next to me. Please welcome Miss Tina Lorraine. Tina Lorraine.
Thank you.
She's the only female who can handle us. How you feeling, young
Oh,
lady?
that's so dirty.
Only because she's next to you.
Yeah.
Yes, she's handling me right now.
Yeah.
I felt the table move.
I know.
Ooh.
Hey,
That was David.
He don't know how to control his millennial dick yet. Millennial erection.
millennial, do you want some of this millennial dick, girl?
He says yes, and then goes, I'm done. Sorry, buddy.
Millennial peen.
Take note on that name, David. Market the shit out of that.
So how you feeling, Tina? How you feeling today?
I'm good. Glad to see you guys. I need some laughter.
This show is very therapeutic. I was telling her before the show, if you had a rough week, I've had rough weeks, rough days, and I've come in here, I've talked with you guys, and I leave the show feeling a lot better. You know, it's like y'all cheer me up. Sometimes y'all piss me the fuck off and put me in a worse attitude, but for the most part, you know,
That's our weekly goal. Piss you off.
Always.
you guys are special.
It's the R. It's
that
the
special?
relationship. That's the way it works.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. You know, you put too many S's in the word yes. You know, if you're talking to a dude and you're trying to figure out if he's gay or not, listen to how he says the word yes. He could be like, "Hey, baby, I want you to come over to the house and let's do some things." And you're like, "Oh, you want me to come over now?" He's like, "Yes, yes." And you like, you need to watch that.
that what you say?
Little moist.
He gets caught with that all the time. That's why.
You drink Bud Light and I don't know.
It's Bud Light, not Bud Lights.
Bud Lights. Anyway, all right, we're getting off topic here. So
We are.
We talk about everything on this show, as you know. We talk about everything.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was doing that. You ever do that to people
Are
by
you flipping me
accident?
off right now?
Yeah. I need to get my nails done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I noticed
Oh,
that.
you see my-
And you need. Can we give her a mint over here? I'm just looking out for
You
you.
need a mint?
We keep it real on this show. We keep it real. No, you good.
You need a mint to
Is
wrap
that
that gum around.
All right. So, as you know, we talk about everything on this show. I mean, everything, okay? We cover all kinds of topics here, okay? From not being here all week, we know y'all missed us, to wishing everyone out there a very Merry Christmas. We're going to discuss that today,
That was
okay?
very
So nice.
Thank you. Thank you. What else are we going to talk about there, Scully? What are we going to talk about?
Well,
Beautiful. I'm sorry, I was still reveling in that. You should
I
write like holiday cards, like dead ass.
Yeah, you know, I'm a poet. I'm a low key poet. You know, I ghostwrite a lot of the rhymes here on the show. You know,
He'll ghost you.
and I'm sensitive, and I will ghost your ass.
And he gets ghosted all the time.
It's happened.
Who
It's
knew?
happened.
Yeah,
It's
it's all
happened.
related.
Especially since I started as the host of the show. So
Hit too many
Yep,
secrets.
yep.
women, when I meet a woman, I tell her, you know,
Watch
she's
the
like,
show.
"What do you do?" I do not tell her about the Mentality Show until I get to know her. You know, when
Till
I
you
get to
fucks
know her,
Till you fucks her, then
that's pretty much what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I got what I want. Okay, so I'm the host of a show called The Mentality Show, and fuck you. No,
and then she becomes the topic next week.
that's right. All right, what are we going to talk about, Scully?
Oh, we cover all kinds of shit, from police getting new restraints, also playing with dead women's breasts and China's concentration camps, to you know you're going to have a bad week when your woman gets the cramps.
That's right. Isn't that right, Tina?
Oh,
I was about to say, are me and your girl on the same cycle? Like, that's so
I knew
cool.
I smelled something.
I'm like, that's so cool.
feeling.
That's what happens.
That not so fresh feeling.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Summer's Eve.
Yeah.
I never. I don't bleed.
When you
When you said summer's eve, I felt my hair flow through the air.
Got some eye drops. Oh my god.
Tina's having a rough day, yo.
I know. I'm like, even my contact is messing with me.
Oh, Tina. She's having a
Poor contact.
You know, we're men. We don't give a fuck.
I know. Y'all don't even have a mirror for me to use.
Right. Use this water bottle.
Use your phone.
It's a reflection in the
Turn
water.
your phone
just
on.
use
Turn the camera
selfie
around.
Oh, true.
Work.
We're like, oh, next topic.
So what else we going to talk about there, Texie? What are we going to talk about, buddy?
We will talk about from a slew of topics here. We all talk about with my cohorts.
With your what? Okay, let's start over. Again. I'm sorry.
From a slew of topics here, we all talk with my cohorts.
You fucked up.
You already know.
I
I'm
did
a
fuck
slew of
up.
topics here with all my cohorts.
Comma.
Right? Okay, I'll say it from a slew of topics. Let me do it. Let me do
Can
this.
I do
fucked
it?
up.
Yeah, you go ahead, Sam. You go ahead. Do it.
From a slew of topics here with all my cohorts to the LAPD being full of perverts.
That's what we're going to talk about
Don't
today.
rhyme
Bam.
All right.
I
stole your rhyme.
You said it perfectly. All right,
I
so
did write my rhyme today because I didn't have time for it.
You want to hear
well,
more?
because we were supposed to have a guest,
And he fucked up.
and our guest canceled out on us. We were going to have a psychology doctor here today.
Who doesn't come to the show
of the rain?
because of the rain?
Because of the fucking that's
People-
California.
No,
for you.
no, no.
That's
He may have
California
been
for
in
you.
an accident
That's
before.
a-
No,
No,
these
no. He
people are
texted me.
crazy.
I'm
Todd
not
drives
coming
from the
because of the
snow,
rain.
and then
Yeah.
this guy can't drive from with some little bit of rain.
I would have canceled.
He said, "Hey, buddy, I can't make it here from across the street because it's raining."
It's raining.
And
There's a
you
puddle.
You better cut it out.
he's-
There's a puddle and I lost my jacket.
right.
We appreciate
Scully's
it.
a man. He drives all the way from fucking Arizona to get here.
now I know why his
Yeah,
woman left
dude.
him. He's got no balls.
Oh man, I hope he's not listening. All right, so
if
what
he
else
is,
we gonna
so
talk about there, Vato V?
Sure you want to hear mine?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
From all the mass shootings and idiots pulling the trigger to women telling Delano, just
Delano.
use your finger. It's bigger.
That's right. I thought we were gonna change that
Yeah.
around. a little bit, Remember?
Okay, okay.
All right, okay. I'm gonna start. You know, I haven't done any rhymes on V. I haven't done any. Okay. From now on, it's gonna be V rhymes every week. That's gonna be Vato V
rhymes.
rhymes.
He
Attack
did say
Vato
it was
V
bigger
rhymes.
than a trigger.
He didn't say nigger though. That's what I'm impressed with. He did not say nigger. There's a lot of ways you could have fit that in there, but
Very true.
There you go. Anyway, so
Should have said nagger.
all right, so let's get into it. Let's get into this our current events. So we mentioned something in the rhymes there about necrophilia, cops
Yeah.
filling people
Yeah.
up and shit like that. So the
Pedophiles.
LAPD, as you know, they've been fucking up. We talked about we actually know a rapist from the LAPD that
What?
Tech and I had lunch with.
Oh, I remember.
Yes,
He
we
was
had
a
lunch
cool
with this fucking
rapist,
guy,
though.
and he turned out to be a rapist and a rapper. An aspiring
Rapper and a
rapist.
rapist.
Right. Maybe that's what he. Maybe he said we thought he said rapper. Maybe he was saying he's a racist.
I'm a rapist.
Gonna wrap his dick around that cooch.
The
fucker.
What if he was a racist rapist? I
A
selectively
racist
rape white
rapper,
people.
a
go.
racist raper, rapper.
Racist. Say that shit 10 times.
A tongue twister or what?
Racist.
Racist rapper rapist.
Peter
racist
Piper picked a pecker.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I only rape white people while I'm rhyming.
Wait, so tell me about this pervert LAPD thing. Like,
So
what
Todd,
happened?
Scully, you want to discuss this?
Yeah,
You
there
have the
was
details here.
not a whole lot about it. There's a suspension, and they're not going to release the video footage, which is fucking hilarious to me. But let's do this. Sources say the officer turned off the recording of his body camera, then lifted the sheet off the woman's body. This was at a scene, all right, that this woman was dead, and allegedly began feeling her nipples and fondling her breasts.
Wow.
So
Wow.
What
yeah,
a fucking
I don't
idiot.
know. He later turned the
How
body. This is
fucking
very short. This
embarrassing.
is how fucking stupid this idiot is. And if you're out there listening, yeah, fuck off, bro. He later turned the body camera recording back on, but the cameras used by the department have a video buffering that saves footage going back for 2 minutes
Right.
prior to the recording function being activated, which means you have to know how your camera works, bro. If you're gonna do something
Right.
fucking dirty, at least wait 5 minutes, turn your camera back on.
Right. He's like, okay, go. He couldn't wait. He was I gotta touch those breastises.
Yeah.
I need those breastises.
Dude, the LAPD, their hiring process is fucked because
That part.
I know some people that didn't make it to the process.
Good
because of
people.
Stupid shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've known
And
some
then-
guys.
They smoke weed
I
or
know
something.
guys that,
Well, not
that sold drugs in high school and made it to LAPD.
Wow.
And then you got these guys. These guys are fucking
Rapists and necrophiliacs.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
And it's sick.
they
I
need
mean,
to
like
revamp that shit.
a dead one.
You said an interesting
and
word.
you
You
said-
said embarrassing. You said embarrassing.
Well, because I mean, when he goes to get another job, they're gonna say, "So what happened at your last job?" I mean, that's
know.
if they haven't
He's
Googled
probably
him.
going to
He's
get a
gonna
high
get
five and a welcome committee.
From other necrophiliacs, unless he's applying for national
Move him
necrophilia.
And then-
to another facility. That's all they're going to
Unless
do.
he's gonna be a mortician.
Oh, they
Is
gotta play
that
with all the
like
titties.
is that like pedophilia? Like, does he have to be a registered nephrophiliac? Can they charge him with that?
Is that like a sex?
Yeah.
I know
offense,
the
dude?
family. Wait till the
That's a crime.
family.
Desecration of a dead person.
Yeah, the family's gonna have a fit, and they're gonna hire a lawyer because they don't want
Yes.
their daughter molested after she was already
That's true.
obviously murdered or.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't,
We don't
they
know
didn't
what
say.
happened.
Yeah, they didn't say.
Yeah, there could have been a titty tat that said,
But you know,
"Feel
people
me one
love
last
to
time." I don't know.
sue, so I would definitely get a
That's some sick-ass
lawyer and
bastard,
say,
dude. To
"Yeah,
fucking do
I'm
that shit?
traumatized knowing that my daughter was
I
sexually
would sue.
molested."
If somebody did that shit to my little girl, dead or not, yeah, I'm
Oh,
suing.
how old is this
suing.
woman? Is it
I don't know.
It didn't say.
the
It just
detail
said-
wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't want to give
just-
that information out.
that's just
so,
fucked
up.
you know, I always say, you know, it's as an adult, it's okay to do things with each other as long as you have consent, as long as it's not an animal, as long as it's not a child. But now I got to add, as
It
long
can
as she's
be
not
with
dead.
an animal as long
Yeah.
as it's
no, that's against the
no.
law. Whoa, let's take.
Tina's with the peanut butter
Let's get
and
some
the doggy.
counseling.
No, and where are you at? Seriously, where are you at in life to where you're going to look at this covered body and go, you know, I think I'll shut my camera off and get my hand under that sheet and feel that dead titty?
You're a necrophiliac.
I don't
He would've
understand
fucked- he
what the
would've
fuck
fucked
goes-
her.
There
would've fucked
has
that dead
been
body.
What goes
female
through your mind?
nurses that have had sex with
Yes.
male patients that
totally,
have
yeah.
deceased.
So this is the
They
thing.
would
is
ride
totally
there,
aware of
yeah.
that. The one that got
Females-
pregnant. The
Yeah,
one,
there
that
was a-
wasn't
was
dead.
it- That was
a
though.
guy.
That wasn't dead. That
Oh,
was
that
a
was a
guy
different one.
She was in a
Arizona, yeah.
coma. That's fucked up. She was in a
Yes.
coma.
Oh yeah, what about
Oh, she
that
was
one?
Yeah,
she was in a coma like 20 years
She
or
was,
something.
but she
This
was.
dude-
That was recent. That was
the
like
chick
the last
that-
year
yeah.
or two.
She was in a coma. This
Yeah.
guy who worked at the facility,
Yeah.
here and there, fucked her.
Yep.
Raped
busted
her.
inside,
Raped her.
Yeah.
and
Raped her. Not fucked her, raped her.
she's been in a coma for 20 years. Next thing you know, she's
Her
she's
stomach's
having a
getting
baby.
bigger on the back.
Yeah, people like, what
that's
the
just-
fuck?
How's
How's
her
this?
stomach getting big?
So
Like
they
you-
took some DNA from the baby or whatever, did some testing and tested everybody that
Were
worked.
they
at the
like
facility
at first?
and found
did
this
she have a
dirty
tumor?
dude. He
How
was
the
What
fuck? How stupid?
Exactly.
Seriously, how stupid do you have to be to do something?
You
stupid?
left your fingerprints on it. Like you
Your DNA.
literally left your fingerprints.
I think it's
Nasty.
just dirty,
Because
dude.
then, yeah, they tested all of the male nurses at the
And this
hospital.
dude, they found he was some fat, nasty,
He
Latino
was.
looking, long hair.
Wait,
It was disgusting.
He was,
oh,
It was
I
disgusting.
know it was Latina.
Yeah.
His last name was
Hernandez.
Paco for Taco or something. His last name was Mexican.
coulda
His
been
last
Fi-
name was Hispanic.
Could have been
Or
Filipino.
Latino.
Could have been Filipino.
Could have been Filipino.
Coulda been.
No, he didn't have any Asian look to him. He looked straight, you know,
You never
like
know.
Vato V a little bit, maybe with long hair.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, these motherfuckers, though. I mean, seriously, like how far back are they going to really look? They need to investigate the hell out of it. And I know they won't, but you know, if that wasn't the first time,
Nope.
it
No,
just
That
wasn't.
wasn't the first time.
Can
Nope.
you imagine before these cameras came out, the shit that
shit
LAPD
they've been doing?
Yeah, like that's the type of guy who would have probably had sex with this woman.
Oh yeah, we found 5 keys. I mean 4 keys.
Right, yeah.
You know, of
Exactly.
course they were stealing all
5 million,
types
no,
of
4
shit.
million.
Yeah, it's no different.
I mean, it
than the
was
drug bust.
600,000
Yep.
by the time we got there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a
crazy.
drug bust when half the drugs disappear because you only need so much to get you on.
Yeah.
Right.
But now,
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
walk in and see these 5 keys, you got to report those 5 kilos.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna grab me a couple joints and a titty.
Come on, you telling me when they would come in and see like all this money? Come on, you not taking a few hundred or
You only making
come on.
50,000 a year and all that
Come
stuff. Yeah.
on, you taking a stack and putting it in your shirt?
Training day.
Training day.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they ask you that
on.
throughout the process. They ask you questions like that. You know, would you take money?
You be like, hell no, my
and all this
grandmother would
stuff.
haunt me, and then I'm gonna steal.
Yeah, exactly. Then they do a lie detector test. They put you under the lie detector. And I don't think they ask questions like this. Would you touch a dead woman's titties? That's probably they're going to put.
Now they're gonna
probably
add
gonna put
that.
that. Yeah, they're going to probably put
Yeah,
that.
if they,
Yeah, they
are.
if you grin a little bit, you're in.
They do ask if you've ever had bestiality.
How long she
Yeah, they
been
ask
dead?
They do ask about bestiality. Ask
Ask
about
about bestiality.
prostitution.
Define
But
dead.
they don't ask about necrophilia. So
They don't ask. Did you
They
say
should.
negrophilia?
Yeah.
It did
Filling up
sound
black
like
women.
you said
He did say negrophilia, didn't he?
filling up black women.
Niggerphilia. Niggerphilia. I fill up niggers. Hey, only I can say that. Me and Tina.
I said trigger. I said trigger.
Negro, no, Afrophilia. African American
African
philia.
American.
Sir, this is
Afrophilia.
2020.
It's
I
America.
prefer Afro-American philia. Anyway, let's stop. All right, so let's get into it. We got all that we got all of our frustrations out regarding the LAPD, right?
No, I'm
Fuck
still
the
angry.
police.
Not getting over
Fuck
it.
the police, exactly.
Got it out.
Fuck the police and help the homeless out here in LA,
Yeah.
man. That's the thing.
No,
That's
no,
the
hold
big
on, hold
thing,
on.
man.
We're
Yeah,
saying
let
wrong-
me-
hold on.
let
Let me correct that. Fuck those idiots
Yes.
that fuck it up for everybody else. They're good officers out there, not for the fucking idiots that are acting
Love the police.
I know
Yeah.
quite a few
Love
the good
officers.
police.
I
Love
support
the
them.
police.
Yes.
There are bad bunches in
Yes,
every.
there's a bad bunch that
everywhere
fucks
you
it up
look.
for everybody else.
Yes.
Fuck the teachers. I mean, the LAPD.
Well, they will. They will.
They will.
See, that's like all these teachers that fuck the students. That's like us getting together and say, fuck the teachers. They're all bad people. We all know that's not true.
Yeah, that
There's
is
some
true.
bad apples in the bunch.
There's
So
always a
it's the
bad
same thing with any type of entity. There's going to be some bad apples. Not everybody at this table are good people, okay? So, you know, but you're not going to say fuck the mentality show because of shit Tech C does. You know?
I know.
Right? So
True.
let's go ahead and...
It's really an authority thing.
True,
Once you
true.
give someone authority or some power over another human being, they're going to abuse it.
that part. That part. White people have been doing that for years.
Since
so.
Casey's not here, it's all about Casey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all the shit Casey does. Don't hate us on the show.
Thanks, Casey.
All right, so time for the meat and potatoes, our favorite part of the meal here. We just had our appetizers. So let's get into the meat and potatoes.
I'm
Or the
starving.
Bud
Talk
Light.
about food, fat
the
guy.
Bud Light. What's this guy? Him calling me fat is like
You eat like
Like
a fat
the
man,
truth.
dude.
Tina, am I fat? Who's the
Nah,
fattest? Who's the
you
fattest
are-
between
you
me?
are
And,
slim goody.
who's the fattest between me and Tech
Slim
C?
goody.
Tell the truth.
Tech.
There you go. Thank you. See, she keeps it real.
Did I say that out loud?
You did say it out loud.
You
yes.
got to ask the mirror
So,
that.
my point
not
proven.
Tina.
My point proven.
You
Mirror,
just-
mirror.
My bad.
You will get fat. Watch the way you eat.
Never.
You get fat.
Never.
Okay, watch it.
Okay, he and I we eat, lunch together.
Hot
We'll
wings.
eat the same type of meal, maybe
There
the
you go
same
again. There you
size.
go. No, you eat
I'm
double
done
or
for the day.
triple what
I'm
I
done.
eat.
Are you kidding? Now you're lying. I eat
Dude.
triple what you eat. David, tell the truth. Tell the truth. We eat the same amount, don't we?
I don't know. You guys eat more than me though.
Let's keep it safe. See, I'm done for the day after.
I don't
I eat.
understand how you're done for the day. I don't get it.
I only need to eat one meal a day, one big
You
meal
don't
a day.
get hungry?
I don't. This guy, an
guy-
hour
this
later
guy will-
after the show,
this guy will
he
eat a
eats
lot.
the same amount.
He'll eat a lot,
He'll eat
and
the
then he'll
same
order
amount
a
of food.
second meal to take home with him.
Are you kidding me?
you tell me don't do
Okay,
that.
I take home with, and then I eat it the next day. Okay,
Okay.
you will, and then you try to eat that
He
food.
eat it on the
same
drive
day.
home.
You try to eat
why
my,
you so
you try to
worried
eat
about
my
it?
take
Why
home
you trying to
food,
argue about it?
and then you
Whatever.
order
This
your own
bitch.
food.
Okay.
In and out.
So you have a TV tray at your
Sonic.
toilet, huh? You're getting rid of one meal and you're eating the other.
Are you believing this, Scully?
You're
What about
slimmer
his
than
second
him.
meal?
You
eat
win.
like that.
You win.
I work out. I play basketball. I stay in shape.
He's very
I
insecure
fuck.
about himself.
Okay, here you go. You don't do any of those
fuck.
things. He drinks.
So harsh.
He drinks Bud Light and fucks and burps. All right.
Does your health app?
He burps when he
Does
nuts.
your health app
Hey.
know how many pumps you get?
I'm coming.
He's a lonely man. That's why he has to keep doing that shit.
Not anymore, sir. I have a date tonight.
Seriously.
All right, anyway,
he's got
we're
his
putting
health
our-
app set on how many thrusts.
Yeah.
Scully, are you taking his? I noticed you're his hype guy today. Tina, you gonna be my hype guy?
I'm with you. I got
Scully's
you back.
hyping up Tech C, so you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just trying to find out how you eat that much
V
and
ain't
aren't
gonna
gaining
hype
weight.
Go to your corners, boys.
I look good, man. I
He's
feel
got
good.
fast metabolism.
People think I'm way younger than I am.
I was
People
like
think I
that
look good.
until I quit
They
smoking.
think he's 40 instead of
Think I'm-
45.
I'm gonna start smoking
I
cigarettes
am not
again. So I can
45
look
for the
like
record.
that.
I am not 45.
46 now.
I am 40 years old. Please quit putting my business out there, folks. All right.
How old
40
are you?
years old, right, Tina?
Is that what you told
35.
that? Is that what you
35.
told that young girl you're going out with today?
Sir, just because you were a size 40 does not mean I'm 40, okay? All right, anyway. All right, so let's get into it. We got a few more minutes. Okay, so this holiday season was all about family, blessings, and being around those you love, okay? That's what this holiday season is all about, okay?
Okay, cool.
Every holiday season.
And
Taking
eating.
time and eating good food. And eating good food. Taking time to eat other people's food while we do not celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate the event, but we eat their food. Taking time to count your blessings and the people that we have in our lives, okay? The loss of a loved one can change your world forever, okay? Whether it's through a death, divorce, or some type of horrible breakup, everyone copes with grief and loss differently, okay? So, in saying that, we have someone on the show here who lost somebody very important in their lives, and it put this idea in my head that we should talk about this on the show. Yep. Now, this doesn't have to be a death. It can be divorce. It can be a breakup. Any type of loss of a loved one that affects you just in some type of very significant way. We're going to talk about that today. So, Vato V.
Yes, sir.
You lost someone very important in your life. You and I texted about it. We talked about it. I actually met her before.
Yes, you did.
She was a great person. You want to talk to the audience about what you went through and what you're going through?
Well, this weekend I lost a very good friend of mine. She was like a mother figure, mentor. Pretty much, if it wasn't for her, I would not be where I am today. The mentality show. No, but as far as a career,
She would drop you off.
Yeah. As far as career wise, and also school and stuff like that. So
she was your mentor.
She was my mentor. A great lady, Miss Dale McGee. She passed away this weekend due to pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very. I didn't realize how bad it was going to affect me until I heard the news this weekend where she was in a hospice state. And then she ended up passing away on Sunday morning. So it hit me hard. I was like, wow, I didn't realize it was gonna hit me that hard, but it did. You know, this person, funny lady. She helped so many people. She was not a selfish person. Very, very strong. So I just with all my love and respect to her, like,
and her family,
just I can't even tell you how much I miss her. And how much I'm gonna miss her and love her, So
he was very Vato V texted me about this because I actually met her once. We actually went and spoke to some kids,
yes,
doing some mentor stuff, and I met this lady, and she was the nicest, most welcoming person, black lady, and she just from that one moment of meeting her within that one span of time, right, she made quite an impression on me, and I was very sad to hear that. So yeah, Vato V, how did that affect you? How did you kind of got into it a little bit? Can you go into depth on how that made you feel, losing someone that you've known so long and that you've looked up to? How are you getting over this? How are you dealing with this?
Obviously, the first one was, you're shocked. You can't believe it.
Yep.
You start thinking about about all the things that you went through with that person. Yeah. Start thinking about all the good memories. And you start quoting that person, so you start thinking about whatever they told you, everything comes back. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Obviously you start crying. I did cry, I'm not gonna lie. I was I went to
Vatos cry.
Yeah, man, it hit me pretty bad, So and my family was like, "You okay?" I'm like, we'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna really hit me until we go to the services, and then obviously the burial and stuff like that.
That's the worst.
That's the one that
still don't realize it until they get lowered. Then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my God. I've been through a lot of funerals and services and stuff, but I've never actually witnessed a burial till one of my buddies was buried a couple of years ago, and I was like, holy shit, that brought me down to like. That's gonna be me one day. You know what I mean? Whether we like it or not,
you realize your own mortality.
Yeah. So it's like, and this guy was a little older than me. Yeah. I'm like, fuck. Like, you never know when you're gonna go.
Yeah. Yep. They say, if you love someone, you should tell them often.
Yeah, all the time.
Because you never know when they'll be lying in a coffin. I want to give my story here, real quick, and then we'll go around the table, share some losses. We've all gone through it. There's people. I don't know about you, David, but it's coming. Yeah. And hopefully it's not any of us. No. But
could be you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. Shit. You never know. But anyway, my mother passed away 13 years ago out of the blue. My mom was sick. She veered off the road, ran into a tree, crashed, instantly passed away. I got the call from my older brother. I was on my way to work. Calls me. He starts crying. This guy never cries. I'm like, what's going on? He tells me what happens. I start crying, just shock, like you said, V. Shock.
I'm shocked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's absolutely something that you aren't, you're just not ready for.
Not prepared for.
No. Not prepared for. And my mother and I weren't very close because of some things that happened in my childhood and stuff. But, you know, she was my mother, and I regretted that I wasn't as close to her, that I didn't get a chance to express to her certain things.
Right.
I always told her that I loved her when I talked to her, because I did. And, you know, it's something you never really truly get over. Things come, they remind you of them. And I had to speak at her funeral. It was the hardest thing. They chose me to speak at her funeral. And
Like, I'm not ready for
I
that.
wasn't ready. But there was so many. It was hundreds of people that I didn't know my mom was that popular.
Yeah.
And there was a picture of her behind me when I had to speak. And I'm talking, I'm holding it together, and then I turn around and look at that picture, and I just start bawling in front of everybody. I could not finish the speech.
Yeah, I wouldn't
She's
have done
looking
it.
at you in that photo.
I couldn't even do that.
It was so hard. She was smiling down on me, and I believe to this day my mom's watching over me, my grandmother's watching over me. I have that extra protection on this planet. And as I said, it's something you never get.
on Friday night.
I thought about that too. Like, oh, mom, let's
Mom,
close
you
the
gotta
curtain
close your eyes.
Right. Close
always-
your eyes
I-
on this one.
That's the
I
part.
gotta get her from behind,
That's
mama.
the part I choose not to believe in. Ain't nobody watching all the time.
That's true. We can talk about that's a
No,
whole other
I
subject.
know. I like to think that they watch me when I'm like cooking, but when I go in the bathroom or have sex, they don't.
And stay out of
But
my
when
shower
I
has a
sew
force
a
field.
button, yeah, they're watching me sew the button. But when I go in the shower, they be like, "No, let's respect her."
Yep.
We taking a shit like, babe, you don't wipe? I taught you to wipe when you were 6 years old. Come on. You're a grown woman.
And they're like, they can't say nothing to us. That's when things get knocked over. They be knocking over the shit you need. You know, and you be like, what the fuck was that?
right.
That
Telling
was
you to
them.
wipe your ass.
Wipe your ass.
Okay, I'll wipe. Just stop
Trying to
taunting
make a
me.
joke about that.
No,
but when you
it's-
said
it's-
that always bothered me with sex. I'm like, I wonder, because if you think about it, so if you
Masturbation.
lost like 22 people, then every time you're having sex, like them 22 people are like standing around the room
Right.
like, what up, sis?
Right.
Guys, girls, pets,
Right.
fish,
So-
school friends, like everyone's
think about that
in
when-
their
when-
varsity
when you're in the
jerseys. I'm
act?
sorry, I'm going there.
So you like laying there. I wonder if they're looking.
No, he'll fuck me up.
No,
After
seriously,
I'm done,
that's
there's shame.
That's a, I mean, that's a thing, though. I mean, how many people here actually think of that every once in a while? I wonder if that person's watching
Yeah,
right
you
now.
think of it. Yeah, you think of it afterwards. You don't want to think about it
Yeah.
during or
and
before.
then you lose your boner.
And you start showing off for them. Look at me, Dad. You know,
Ain't you proud of me? That's my boy. That's my
I
boy.
got the stroke from you.
As soon as they'll be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If I saw
God forgive me.
if I had a son and saw him banging a chick real good and I'm dead, I'd be like, that's my
That's
boy.
my boy. That's
my
my
boy.
dog.
That's my dog. Yes, sir. All right, so
Sorry.
that's my situation.
I'm
you know,
sorry to hear that because
the
as
toughest
long
loss.
as I've known you this 4 days, I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I'm
probably thought
so
I came.
sorry.
A lot of people meet me. They think I come from a great family and house with the 2 bathrooms, and you know, I had it all made and everything, spoiled and all that. That shit is
That's luxury.
far from true. I know that's luxury to me in Arkansas. A house with a bathroom, a house with the bathroom inside is
With
a
a toilet.
right. We got an outhouse.
Inside's the key.
Another deal.
Running water.
Can you find me a bathroom on the online? So yeah. Anyway, so Tina, what's your what would be
You
your
know
story?
what's crazy as you guys talk about this? I guess I've been lucky because I don't have no one's died around me.
You know, you mentioned before the show that you were mad right now at somebody in your family. Maybe you want to think about this show and reach out to that person and maybe apologize.
Hell, apologize to these nuts.
You never
I ain't did nothing wrong.
You never know when, you know, something could happen, right?
They should have thought about that.
Some hard headed.
What?
I'm tired of being a bigger person.
This is why Tina and I would never get married, man.
No,
But, you know.
no.
Anyway. All right, David, what do you have, man?
Because listen, I like to follow the golden rule. Stop doing stuff to people that you wouldn't want done to you.
That's true.
Very true.
If we all practiced that 100%, we would never need to apologize. I hate that people think they can do stuff to you and then we'll just apologize and sweep that under the rug. No. How about you just don't do that?
They don't even
People fuck
apologize.
up. People
People
fuck
don't
up.
even
Some
apologize.
They just be like, yo, Vato,
Yeah.
you want to go to the store with me?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we speaking again
Oh, we're
now. I
good?
guess
Yeah.
we cool.
Yeah.
No. How about you say, I'm sorry what I said the other night, Vato.
be like, I'm sorry.
Now we cool.
Let's
and
go
then
to
you
the
say
store.
sorry.
Most
and we
humans
make
are
up.
too weak for that.
Yeah.
I love that
have-
stuff. I love
I have
to
no
say
problem
sorry.
apologizing. If I fuck up, I have no problem. I do it all the time. Now, what I hate is when people apologize to me and then they give you one of these apologies like, I'm sorry, but okay.
Nope. That doesn't
No,
work.
that is not an apology. You just
I'm
kind of.
sorry I hurt your feelings, but you shouldn't have came at me like that.
You trying to open up the lines of communication so you can
not a
Well, the
sorry.
word
continue
but,
your argument.
the
you
word
know?
but is an eraser of the words prior.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I agree.
So, David, you're learning a lot here today. What loss have you experienced in your
your
life?
dog don't count, buddy. Your goldfish don't count.
Right.
Yeah, I lost my goldfish when I was 2.
Hey, this doesn't have to be a death. This could be a
Golf-
breakup.
golf
This could be a
fish
breakup.
Breakup, yeah. Breakup too.
Nah, dude,
Breakups.
I've never had no animals.
Didn't you go through a divorce recently?
How old are you? 12? What the fuck?
I'm 15, sir.
There you go. Sorry.
Nah,
You want to give him a Bud Light?
Losing
Tech C will not be with us
somebody.
anymore.
Did you ever lose an orgasm when someone walked in the room?
Because I can't say that I've lost anybody that I feel sad about.
What about a breakup?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is
Come
David's
on.
time. You had your moment. How you
Yeah,
gonna cut it
come
to
on, we
David's
gotta-
time?
I'm sorry, I just was still
Think
thinking, because I was
about
like,
it.
how could I not have something that affects me? And I realized because I'm a cold
Either
bitch.
tell us something or make up some
Yes,
shit.
that makes you
yeah,
a cold bitch.
I have
Yeah.
like this super fucked up story, man.
Okay, please tell. This
so
is a safe haven. It's just us here.
When I turned
Thousands of
16,
You can tell us anything, but in the next 18 minutes.
I'll make it short. Yeah, so when I turned 16, my cousins took me out, so we were all out and shit, just partying, doing typical 16-year-old shit. And then we ended up at a strip
This was
club.
yesterday.
We ended up at a strip club, and I lost my wallet.
At a strip club.
I was really into this story. I
know,
was going
right.
to say, lost your virginity.
Right.
Like, your wallet.
Lost my wallet.
It wasn't
be
an
young
El
again.
Segundo, was it?
To be young again.
He lost his wallet that
No,
had the
but-
condom in it.
Millennial problems.
They returned it to
Millennial
your
problems.
girlfriend.
I know.
Right. Millennial problems. The only thing fucked up in your life is you lost your wallet at one time at a strip club.
My phone lost my phone. Fuck.
Must be nice.
Sir, I've lost my
Mojo?
I've lost my dignity. I've lost
I thought you were going to say your dick. I lost
That too.
Hey, we know what Tech C
Enmity.
we know what Tech C didn't lose some LPs.
LPs?
some LBs.
Pounds, sir.
Said
Anyway.
LPs.
Right. David.
It's
Who is Roy?
Never mind.
David, so you lost your wallet. Okay, that's a great
That
story.
shit made me sad as fuck. I had to go back to work.
I hear you, man. Hey, let's have a moment of silence for David's wallet. Okay.
That's it.
Scully, what about you, man? I know you got some stories, old man.
Oh God, I don't even know how I want to share them. So first of all,
In English.
well, that's all I know. Oh, thank you.
Gracias.
It takes some beer, but I mean, I'd cry a lot if I had to actually go into detail about it. But
The beer will help.
Let's just cover this all in one. I've had a relationship that really fucked me over at a young age,
Right.
and
Is that why you are the way you are?
probably
Fucked you or fucked you over?
just screwed up my head really bad.
It
and-
can make an effect in your life.
Yeah, no, and I can't even. You know what? And we're talking about how we deal with it. Well, sometimes you don't deal with it. Sometimes you're never gonna get rid of it.
So
It's-
like PTSD.
yes, it's always going to be there. If you really care about someone,
herpes.
Like H.
it's not going away.
It's like an H. Yes.
yeah.
Doesn't go
So
away.
it won't go away. I've had
Come
that.
back every once in a while.
Fuck. It's like herpes.
Yeah. So yeah, all of that. It's just never going to go away. It doesn't
That's a
matter what you
t-shirt,
call
by
it.
I'm sorry, Scully.
So
What does she do
I
to
got
you?
to the point like my father passed away last year. I have not dealt with that, so I can't even discuss it. I don't even know how to
Like
deal
you
with
can,
it.
like a person kind of puts that kind of grieving on hold.
A wall.
I got so much shit back there. If it ever opened up, man, it'd be a huge
that means
problem.
you need therapy.
That's why you're here.
I was hoping the psychologist would show up.
Fucking
That's
Dr. Whitman,
interesting
man.
because I'm an overthinker, so my brain constantly deals with I can't compartmentalize
Right.
something. That's why I'm like, wow,
You
that's
definitely need
fascinating.
therapy, Tina.
Because I
We
deal
know
with
that.
18
I think
things.
we all need it.
Yeah, see, I'm a total overthinker with everything in life, but if it makes me sad or hurts me,
Yeah.
I get angry and I have to figure out a way to bury it or change it and move on
I'm
because
the
I don't
same
know
way.
how to deal with it.
I'm
I think
Same
the
way.
person here, person at this table who least needs therapy is my man Vato V. This guy seems like he has his head together. I just
Those
noticed
be the ones you
Yeah.
think got it together.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
sit on a
Poster.
couch and they cry in someone's arms and tell them stuff.
and shoot
No.
up high schools and
You
stuff.
know?
And you know, and I think one other thing I can add. I mean, I could go on and on about it, but I think a lot of people they say how close they were with someone and they grieve when they're gone, but when you don't have a good relationship with someone and they're gone, for me that's where I'm at and I sometimes, and I don't want to take away from anyone else, but sometimes I feel like it's worse because you're going to go the rest of your life wishing you'd done things differently. And why didn't I have that relationship that everybody else enjoyed before they passed? And it's a horrible way to live your life.
Yes,
It is. It is.
It's like you start thinking about like, fuck, like, was it really their time to go? And I mean, obviously the big man upstairs, the only one
Can't question that.
you know, you can't question it. Like it's like, fuck, there's so much more that this person could have done, but that's your time. If it's your time, it's your time. There's no more time. Period.
There's no more time. Take C. What you got, buddy? You got any losses? Anything you want to talk about?
All my losses when I was young, my grandparents, stuff like that. But no.
You know, when my mother lost her mother, my grandmother, that's when life kind of turned. This is how much death can affect you. My mom was a great woman from age 0 to 6, you know, but my grandmother was killed by a train. She was hit by a train, and I remember my mom for days in her room crying, and she was never the same after that. She was never the same mother after that. She became less nurturing. She started using drugs and things like that.
It leaves a
and
hole
that
in your
affected
heart.
our life. Yeah, it affected our lives as kids. So, you know, we grew up in foster homes and all that. We were taken away from her. So it's just
Foster trailer homes?
foster. Arkansas foster trailer homes.
White people trailer parks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Foster
you know.
parks. I'm sorry.
It happens, you know. So I want to go into this really quick. It's called the 7 stages of grief. We probably all of us have heard of this, but in case you haven't, our audience out there. Number 1, and Vato V, you brought this up, and I brought it up too. The number 1 thing you experience when you lose someone, whether it's through divorce, breakup, or death, shock and denial. That's number 1. Yep. Number 2,
agree with that.
Pain and guilt. What you were talking about there, Scully.
Yeah.
Number 3, anger and bargaining. You're angry about, but now you're trying to bargain with yourself. You're just trying to deal with the anger and the pain that you're going through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe how you were saying, that sounds like when bargaining, like, damn, I wish I would have spent more time with them. I should have returned that phone call. That part. That's what that probably sounds like to me.
That's exactly. You hit it right on the head too. Number 4, depression, reflection, and loneliness. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Texie's favorite word, loneliness.
For you.
Start to feel all that and whatnot, and depression and things like that. And that's what. This is what you want to avoid. This is when you start to. You need to start getting therapy for what you're going through. And if you don't, then life is gonna get worse. But if you do, now there's an upward turn. Number 5, an upward turn. You start to think more positive thoughts, and you start to kind of deal with the death, and you start compartmentalizing things in a healthy way.
Say that 3
and
times.
and now you're number 6, reconstruction and working through this loss. Okay, so now you're working through it, and then number 7, this is your last step here: acceptance and hope. Okay, so now you've accepted what happened, and you just hope for the best, and you hope that everyone else that's in your life does not leave you anytime soon, and you try to accept these people and love everybody else that's left in this world that you can, your friends and family, things like that. Now, I have a quick question for each one of you. We talked about death, but as I said, this involves breakups as well. If you can give me in one sentence, if you can give one piece of advice, we only have a few minutes here, on how to get over a breakup. A lot of our audience, that's big with our audience here. What would you say it would be? My thing is get out of the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the gym. That's my thing. What would you say about that?
What you just said, I did the same shit, bro. I did exactly that, and it's like time will heal your pain, bro.
Time will heal your pain. Tech C. We call him Tech C because he's always texting on the show, not because he's a tech whiz.
Get out of the house, find some new friends.
That's what we just said, sir. We just okay. All right, Scully, you have anything original?
Y'all are some motherfucking liars. I'm sorry. Because I'm a female, and the first thing I thought about was how does one get over getting some new ass?
Yes.
And y'all sitting here with this bullshit, going to the gym, reading a book, sewing a sweater shit.
Hold on.
First of all, the quicker and best way is to get some new.
No, hold on.
Get some new buns.
You didn't let me
Y'all
answer.
in with this churchy. I know your little ass wasn't gonna say what I wanted to hear.
His little ass.
Churchy shit.
I went to the gym.
Why? Oh, why? Because your whole family's in here listening and watching.
I went to the gym so I can get better, so I can get new pussy.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There you
Tina,
go.
the best
Keep
way to
it
get
real.
the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
Thank
That's it
you.
right there.
Keep
Scully.
it real.
That's true. That's true. What
Now, what
I wanna
corny
hear
shit
yours,
was you
though.
going to say?
I was gonna throw a shout out to my mom because
Mom's
she
listening.
said something that blew me away, and I never even thought I'd hear it from
Your
her.
mom blew you?
She said,
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
New
Okay,
pussy is better than old pussy.
she said, Todd, you need to get out there and play the field.
See? You was
to
like,
feel.
Mama.
She was sending me pictures, giving me
other
pictures of
bitches?
people she worked with. It was like, I told
about
this girl
Karen?
about you. Yes. So that's what you need. You need to get out there and play the field and get some friends to hook you up.
There you go. Sorry, we got to move on. David, what about you, buddy?
Shit, I was just gonna say the same thing. you
Fuck her
guys.
friend.
Oh yeah, that's go fuck her best friend.
That's a good one. That's a good
Damn.
one. Yeah, because her friend,
You're a sucio.
reminds you of her.
Yeah.
And if
to
she
be
won't
single
do
by the
it,
end of the
get
show.
her best friend.
All right, Tina, we've been waiting for yours. What is yours? It better be good. After you just got on us for all this shit,
somebody
you better not call no
else.
Church of Jesus
Small
Christ of
dick.
Latter-day Saints.
I
some more
pray.
Get some more dick.
Now get some more dick.
Get some more dick.
Yes, get
Yeah.
up under somebody.
Okay.
That'll really, because once you get on to someone else, you'd be like, what the fuck was I even thinking over here?
Well, it depends on the
Suddenly,
beat.
that other person is so whack, maybe even ugly now. You'd be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I agree.
But what if the dude, the new dude, what if the new was whack?
Keep looking.
Because sometimes
out
the new is
there.
whack, and you like, oh, I miss him.
But I
you go back. I miss that
makes
D.
it worse.
You missed the D.
You got to find your kind of crazy. That's all there is to it.
All right, we got to do this. So before we end the show, let's have a moment of silence, if we can, for all the loved ones and people we've lost in our lives. All right, and before we do this thing, before we end this show, we like to do this thing called the indigenous word of the week.
Yo, you be killing me because in my head, you know what I thought? What if somebody feels a kind of way about that? Because you
Right.
got to change everything. Like they want to rename Santa now. Like
those
it's
pussies.
too
Wait.
fucking much.
Let me burn 20 seconds. At the beginning of the show, everybody, hi. We say we don't give a fuck, and I can tell you that I don't give a fuck. If you get offended, fuck you.
That's true.
Thanks
Scully
for
don't give a
listening.
Yep.
All right. It's called Mexican Word of the Week. Okay, and there's a reason why it's
society.
called Mexican Word of the Week. So, Vato V, what is our Mexican indigenous word of the week?
Hispanic.
Hispanic. How is Hispanic our Mexican word of the week?
I told my brother to take a Xanax for his panic attacks.
Hispanic sex. That's so cute. All right, that's our
that
show,
works, by the
folks.
way.
Man, wait. You said a man shouldn't say yes. A man shouldn't say cute.
A man should say cute.
No.
No.
Don't even repeat it. No,
Cute.
you can't say cute unless it's a puppy
So if
or
I see a
animal.
dog, I can't say he's cute. That's a cute
No.
dog.
It's that
You
Metro
just
said
say
that-
that's a
I
motherfucking
can't
dog.
say she's-
That's all you can say. You can't
I
say
can't say a
cute.
girl's cute.
Nope.
My little girl's cute. My little girl's
Your
cute.
girl's cute.
Okay.
You can't hide the metroness.
Sir, you can't hide
Comes
those
out.
pounds.
It bleeds. It bleeds out.
So does your.
We love
so
you
does
guys
your-
out there.
You get Bud Light
You get a
bleeds
free pass if it's a daughter.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Thank
have
you.
a daughter.
See,
But not when you're talking about Vato V being cute.
Call
You're-
Vato V cute.
You're so homo.
Sir, you're so. Whatever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so that's our show. You know, I'm not going to let this pass, sir. Did you just
What
say
do you got?
sumo?
Yes, I did. What you got?
I want to say something so
him
bad,
up
but
on
you get
air.
mad.
Oh,
you
sorry,
get mad if I
that's our
talk
show.
about
Fuck
it.
him
Okay,
up.
so
Our
that's our
producer's
show.
telling us to hurry the fuck up.
All right, www.themetallishow.com, past episodes, YouTube, LATalkRadio.com.
Hey.
Oh, I said
Facebook, I'm giving shouts out to our show. Facebook Live, catch us on iTunes, Google Play, and now iHeartRadio. And
these nuts
Spotify.
from Delano, Tina, Casey, who's not here, Scully, Tech C, Vato V,
and David.
and David. That's right. Always remember, folks, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week,
That's
folks.
Delano on bitch.com.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.